Right, just thought I'd do a quick beer review. I haven't done a couple of videos for a while, just been a bit ill. Had a really nasty sore throat and that. Still just finishing up the antibiotics now, but it's not an excuse to get or not get started on a good beer. So I'm going to do Uncle Jona's Sparkling Ale today. Let's get a glass. Not sure if it's a kit or one of his own. I can't recall actually. I have to ask him again. I've put it in the fridge for a little bit just purely because it's so damn warm today. Definitely well carbonated. Got a great head on it. I think it might go. We shall see. It's lovely and clear. Not getting a lot of hop on the front. Very refreshing. Not a lot of hop. I'd say it's almost like just a standard bitter. It's very fizzy though. The sparkling ale comes into it, I guess. Almost got a slight malty, but it's got almost like a slight, I don't know what you get off some of the winter warmer beers. Some of like a little bit of an alcohol, not a bad alcohol taste, but almost like it's got a bit of strength to it. It's going down very well, I have to admit. I can't really say much more about it, if I'm honest, not to be rude or anything, but there's not a lot of hop presence. The head's reduced, but it's still there. It is very fizzy, but it's nice. I don't know, I might be wrong, but I think it is a kit. Now, I've never really picked up the twang, as people call it, in the homebrew ones, but there's not any hops needed there to disguise it or anything, because I can't really taste it. Right. I thought also we would give slow gin a try. Now, I don't fancy drinking it straight from the test tube, so I'm going to go for a little glass. Can't say I've drunk a lot of gin in my lifetime. Only a few swigs of my mum's bottle when she had some at home. Nor I've only experience of slows either. Very interesting smell. It's almost, I don't know even to describe that, almost like it's fruity, but almost like a licorice almost, or a, wow, that is really, really nice. As I say, I mean, I've only ever had, I think it's probably like Gordon's gin, and straight from the bottle, but having a little taste, you know, when you're younger, having a sneaky one, but I don't really go out of my way to sort of drink gin, but it's got like the thickness and the lacing in the glass, as you expect. But it's feels thicker and richer for it. I guess almost like a sherry or a port or something like that. But I can't liken the taste to anything or the smell. I guess that's the slows, but then never having experienced of a slow gin before, I'm a slow gin virgin if you like. It's very different. That is lovely. Reminds me, I intend to do I think it's made this the very same way, and the fact you put the slows into the gin that you already have. But there's one where you can do blackberry whiskey, where you just get your whiskey. They say, some places say use the cheaper the better, some use a better brand. Put it in like a kilner jar, blackberries into that, and then a certain amount of sugar, and then keep shaking it every day for, I think it's the first few weeks, and then put it in the cupboard somewhere, forget it, and they say drink it up to a year later or 6 months. So I think I might try and get one of them, do that, let it sit, and then bring it out at Christmas time. But apparently that it tastes totally different, nothing like whiskey, nothing like blackberries, it's kind of, you know, its own thing. And apparently after you strain it out and put it back in the bottle, you can then use the blackberries obviously into like I don't know, a blackberry crumble or something, and they've obviously got some of the alcohol content left in them as well, so yeah, I think that's brilliant, that. I love that. Very nice, very nice. I recommend slow gin to anyone, if it always tastes as good as that. Still got a bit of beer left, I think there's only one thing to do. Cheers.